Here's a penny that's dropped for me quite recently. You know, when you're feeling a bit lost and you're in between levels, you're trying to level up and you just don't know what's going on, you don't know where to go, you feel like you're out your depth, you feel like you're drowning, you feel like you're 98% going backwards and only 2% just to say surviving. You've asked to be exactly where you are right now. You've brought it upon yourself. If you've wanted to grow and build businesses and really become an entrepreneur or start a family or do something brand new, you're exactly where you wanted to be. It just feels uncomfortable because you've actually changed your circumstances. You're actually growing, and you're not going to grow without being uncomfortable. You're not going to grow without a little bit of fear and a little bit of risk and, you know, that little bit of excitement, anxiety at the pit of your stomach, and you don't quite know how things are going to turn out, and you don't feel like you know all the answers to all the problems. You haven't got all the solutions to all the problems. That's where you need to be, and that is the point in pushing the envelope. You can't push out your comfort zone in feeling comfortable, can you? And what happens is when you start pushing the envelope and you start pushing the ceiling, you move that ceiling to a little bit higher, and then you climb up to the next ceiling and you start pushing on it again. And it's all about building your resilience and building your skill set and building your network in some circumstances. Just think that you are on a path to a new you. You are growing into a stronger version of yourself, a better version of yourself, and that needs to happen for you to become stronger. You need to be knocked down a few times to get back up. You need to not know what you're doing to learn a new skill set or push your stress boundaries to another level. And what were you expecting to feel like in going to the next level? You weren't going to be comfortable where you weren't going to know all the answers to all the problems. You weren't going to feel comfortable in your skin. That's the point. That's the reason that we try and grow, because that's getting to the next level and that's becoming a stronger person. And that's one thing Jim Rohn said. His mentor said to him, why don't you become a millionaire? And he said, yeah, that'd be nice. Think of all the money. And his mentor said, yeah, but think of the person you'll become in becoming a millionaire. And that is the whole reason we're put on this earth, isn't it? As human beings, we are so much more capable than we even realise. And do you want to get to the end of your days and look back and think, do you know what, I should have tried a bit harder? Or do you want to get back and think, I've got no regrets, I've absolutely nailed it, I've tried my best, I've done more than I ever thought would be possible? Because that's why we're all here, and that's what we all want. We all don't want a comfortable life. We all don't want to just muddle along in the beigeness of what reality can be. We want to push the boundaries, and we want to have a little bit of excitement. We want that little giddiness that you're on a roller coaster in your stomach of you don't quite know what's going to happen. That's what life's all about. It's the spice of life.